This message will self-destruct.
What the fuck?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Alkaline Network podcast. And here we have our normal group of people. We have Headninger. Say what's up.
What's up?
There you go. Put some emphasis on it. All right. Dark Wolf, what's going on over there, buddy?
What's good, y'all?
Malum, we got Malum.
Yay.
Maybe. Oh, yay. There you go. Yay. All right. And Shem. Yes, I remembered his name.
What's
What's going on, buddy? All right, everybody. Welcome to the podcast tonight. We are going to have an interesting group of topics, but no special guests because everyone failed us this time. It's all your fault, people. We know. You know who you are. You know! All right.
It is what it is.
Hey, man. And we tried to get David Vonderhart on here. I hit him up on Twitter, because, we're so popular. I was like, yo, what up, D? Remember me? Bam. Come on, sucker. Come on the podcast. He said no. So that's how that turned out. So it's just going to be the regulars, everybody. All right, guys. So we're kind of independent topicing. So first topic, I guess we'll just jump right into and get it over with because it's going to be sad and pathetic. Is what was the first game you guys remember playing? What's your first game? We'll start with that. All right, I'm going to go with Edie, Meanie, Money, Mo. Sit down in the back. DW, go.
First game, I'm going to have to honestly say, is in the arcade, playing the old school arcade game of Tron.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yo.
Thank you for making me feel 10 times older than I really want to feel.
Holy shit. Do you need a fucking wheelchair? What the hell? Oh, my God,
Screw
bro.
you
For real.
guys. Come on now.
Actually, I think I got you beat, man.
Oh, now we're beating each other. Let's do this. All right, Shem, your turn, sir.
Missile Command.
Oh, nice.
Damn, dude.
That's
I love
close.
that game, too. I still play that one.
Yeah.
I'll have to throw in and say Space Invaders in the arcade world was the first game that I remember playing. Space Invaders
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
was it. I was like 4, and I was playing Space Invaders. I loved it. First home console, and I got video for this just for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. If anybody remembers Atari Combat? Anybody?
Indeed, yes.
I should, but I don't.
Yes, I do,
All right.
good sir.
So basically, you got 2 tanks. It's the original tank battle game where you're shooting the tanks. You got little. All right, it's going to be on the screen when we're doing this, so you guys don't feel bad. But the Atari Combat was the first multiplayer game I ever played. Me and my cousin would stay up all night shooting a little fucking pixel dot at each other across the little map on the Atari.
Oh, I know that game.
You know what I'm talking
That
about?
sounds
I love that
familiar.
game, dude. I used to play that with my cousin, man. That
That's
was
right.
awesome.
That's right. Get on my level. Come
Gobble,
on.
bitch, gobble.
Come on. So that's it. That's mine. That's mine. Melon, what you got?
Well, I'd hate to say it. My first video game that I ever played was Duck Hunt, but the first one that I owned that I actually played was Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I believe it was. It was the first one that I actually owned and played.
Nice. Sonic was
So.
always my favorite series, and I don't know,
Youngin',
Sonic.
yeah.
I loved it. Sonic was so fast paced. It was so much. To me, the graphics were so much better than what Nintendo had out at the time until they started
Yeah,
really
I
full
think-
force.
I think that's why I got a Sega Genesis at that time, because I have never owned any Nintendo product in my life.
Represent Sega. Whoop.
I'll stick
That's
with
right.
the Nintendo generation because I'm all about Nintendo all
Yeah.
the way through 64.
Yeah.
I had all.
Although
the
I
Nintendo-
remember,
All right, one.
I was saying, I remember kids that had the Game Gear were those rich people.
Shut up! I used to beat my cousin up and take his Game Gear.
That's just mean.
Hey, gamer nerds
I
gotta
used to
beat
have
up
a
on
Game Gear
gamer
and then-
nerds. Otherwise, it's the jocks doing it. Come on now.
Oh my God, the Game Gear took so many batteries though. Holy shiz. It was like just
Rechargeable like a
ridiculous.
boss.
No doubt, man. I mean, you went through like a million zillion like batteries on that shit. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, play for an hour, reload your batteries.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it took like 6 of them too, man. That's what was ridiculous. That's cool. Let's see. Some other games. Let's talk about some of the games that
Alright.
really left an impression
Hold
on
on.
everybody.
Let's get Jez. Jez, your first game.
Yeah. The hell, dude.
Just ignore
Alright, my
someone.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was on here.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a
You
bitch.
do this every
Kid.
week.
You're going down,
Yeah,
clown.
that is true.
Alright, yeah, my first vivid memory of gaming is back on before Windows on DOS, running down a corridor with a plasma rifle melting imps in Doom.
Yeah, I will
That's
say
my
Doom was a
first
great
memory
game.
of gaming.
Well, that's because you're only like 17. So
I'm 21. And it was back in like 94.
Shut up! Don't make us feel older.
Yeah, so I was like 4 years old at the time.
nice. Yeah, I got 10 years on you, boss.
Great. Thanks for making me remember my childhood of playing
You're welcome.
Doom.
Oh yeah, I remember Doom and Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh hell yeah, Wolf 3D.
No.
Wolfenstein 3D rocked it. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that
I
was,
still play Wolf 3D. You kidding me?
I mean, back then I was like, wow, that's when like what the Pentium 1 came out and it could run at like what 75 frames a second. You're like, oh shit, I'm a beast.
Yeah.
I'm a beast.
Oh, I
I'm
remember,
playing this on
those
60
guards when they see you, they're like,
Hell, that's back when we
Yeah.
still had to load every game by floppy disk, man. Shit, I still have the
Oh.
floppies.
Oh my god.
I still have my floppies for Colonization 2 and for what the hell's the other one? It was another one Sid Meier did where they were both on floppy. It was like crap.
no, there was that Gettysburg game they did that was all on floppy. It was the only game that could run on Windows 95.
Wow.
Oh, I
Dude,
remember
going
the
back
one
to, like,
game that I
Civ.
played.
Mm.
I remember
think
the
my
one game that I played on floppy, and it was my uncle had it, and it was a D&D. It was like a D&D text-based game, and then we used to play Wheel of Fortune on my grandma's computer, which was like that was like what Windows 90 something, like early
95,
90s.
98. Yeah,
Yeah.
I started my career. Here's another fun fact. Doom spawned another one of my personal favorites games of all time, Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh
I
yeah,
absolutely
Of course, yeah.
adored that game. I mean, that was the first time I played over the internet. Oh, I was so excited. I was like in like, just starting like into middle school, high school. You could like dial up modem to another computer. Yeah, kids, if you don't know what the hell a dial up modem is, then GTFO. I'm sorry.
Oh
You had to
god.
actually dial someone else's computer to 1v1 them. That's what I'm talking about. I was 1v1 in before that term was even invented. You know what I'm saying?
All right, hold on. Who here can remember playing the original Duke Nukem, the side-scrolling game?
Oh
Oh,
god.
yeah. That game
I like-
sucks.
I can honestly say I can.
Now, that's when you know you're
that
an
sucks.
ancient gamer. When your games were side-scrolling 2D. That's, when Mario was like high-tech.
I think other than that, my first console game was Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo, and then my first like arcade title was Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And those are all
Yeah.
my very first memories.
I
Yeah,
remember my
Duke
Sega
Nukem.
Genesis like there was no tomorrow. Like I can't remember the actual name of it, but I think it was like a Beastmaster or something like that, and you turned into
Oh
in
my
each
God,
level you
yes.
got like a new beast power or whatever.
Is that Altered Beast?
Altered Beast. Yep.
Rise from your grave.
I actually still have
Yes.
that. I still have the original. I have that on cart. I still have the original Sega cart on that with box and instructions.
Awesome.
Oh
Oh
man,
god.
I do. Well, it was in my collection on my when I went through them. You guys probably did. So I didn't go over every game, but I still do have that. I got the
wanna
one that
play
actually
that
came
game
with
so
the Sega.
badly.
Yeah.
I miss
So
that
that
game.
is-
And then I used to play the Ninja Turtle one, Back in Time or whatever it's called.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah,
you can
that was
throw
my
the
other
guys
one.
at the
And then
screen.
we played a lot of Disney games like Aladdin and Lion King.
I have Aladdin as well. Yeah. Aladdin.
That game was fucking hard.
It was, but it was so much fun. The graphics on Aladdin
Oh
were
yeah.
so smooth. They were smooth
Yeah, it
for the
was.
time. Like all the character designs and drawings, I mean, the movement was really on it. That was a good game as
But-
well.
Fun fact, I am actually friends with someone who worked on that game.
They're
Nice.
still alive?
Yes.
Well, it's amazing who you meet in this thing. I actually know one of the puppeteers for Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Nice.
So, of
I don't know. I have an aunt
course,
who
that's
Man.
not
met
saying
Jackie
much. It's like
Chan.
Slimer's great fun.
Let's see. Another game that really made a big impression on me was Contra. Who did not play
I
Contra?
love
Oh,
Contra,
shit.
I
dude.
did not.
All right, hold on.
Oh, of course.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Uh,
Oh,
I
I
Oh,
remember
remember
that
I
the
one.
love that game.
Castlevania series. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, it's all flooding back. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks.
You're having Vietnam
You're having
flashbacks.
gamer flashbacks.
oh,
Yeah.
I
So I
remember
mean,
that old Tank game on the PC. The one
well,
where everything was just cubes.
All right, who else
Was that
was
Tank
really
Simulator?
impressed with Black Ops?
Tank Simulator. What
Oh,
do you
dude,
mean?
is it like you first person in a tank? Everything's
Yeah, and
green.
everything's
Yep.
just wireframe. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
played
yeah.
that.
You know what? You guys want to hear something crazy? I go out and I buy old video games a lot. So I go to flea market, swap meets, things like that. So the weekend before last, I actually went out and this is funny you bring that up. I actually found somebody. I found it was like three. They were doing three Atari games for $1, and I found that game with the Atari game. It's called Tank. What is it? I've got to go look it up. It's in my Atari collection right now. But yeah,
Is
where
that
you
Tank
could it
Commander?
was like it looked like you were looking out the window of the tank
Tank
and you had to
Commander
shoot other
sounds
tanks.
right.
Tank Commander,
That's
I
yes,
what
do
it
that's
was.
it.
remember
You're right.
playing it.
Yeah. All right, real quick, who else was
Damn.
impressed with Black Ops by bringing back if you put in the special code to get the text
Yes, you can play
RPG?
Zork.
Playing Zork, dude, I was like, oh my god, I'm freaking 9 again. What the hell is going on? And I sat there for like
How that
2
was.
hours playing
Oh,
Zork.
the top view. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
one of the
You mean right?
best Easter eggs I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, they put it together good. Vondi did a good job on that. Old Von
If
Von.
they bring back another text-based adventure in the next Black Ops, I am not going to stop playing it for like hours again because it was awesome. I was like, oh my god, I'm freaking a kid again. Yes! Because I remembered all
Dude,
the
I
ways
could
to
I
go.
could never get through that. Like, how did you get through it? Like, what happened?
Dude, seriously, you never could complete Zork.
No, no, I can't. I can't. I don't have an imagination. Damn it.
God damn it, and you're older than I am. How the hell did you not complete Zork, man?
I smoked a lot of weed when I was younger. I'm sorry. No, I didn't play a lot of text-based games. Like I was just a console nerd. I was always a console nerd. So I never did. I didn't have a computer when I was growing up until I bought my first one when I was 11. I bought my first one,
I remember when
and that's
the
when.
first time I played Myst and thought that was the greatest thing on PC ever.
Oh
Oh
God,
yeah,
I played
yeah.
that for hours. Yeah, here's a sad story. Okay, yeah, I was playing that when I was around 11, 12. And that was when AOL used to be the popular internet, right? Who didn't have
Oh
AOL?
god,
Everyone
AOL,
did.
AOL.
America Online chat rooms. I mean, that was the beast. And I actually went to work for
And
that
you'd get
company
the
later in
discs
life.
in the mail all the time.
Yeah, yeah, you
You've
get the
got
floppies,
mail.
everything. Dude, it was the most popular internet ever for a while there. But like, I had accidentally, because this is bad of me. I was talking to some lady on there about Mist, and apparently she was like falling for me, but I was 12 and didn't know it. I was like, oh shit. Like apparently I had this internet relationship with this lady, and she didn't was like all falling in love with me, and like what had happened is my dad had found our conversations, and like he's like, what the hell are you doing to this woman? She like had a husband. I guess she was like gonna leave him for me, and I was like, well, I had no idea. I was 12. I was just talking to somebody about video games. I was just all about video games. And I'm like getting some lady who wants to leave her husband. I'm like, no, 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 you're off your fucking wagon.
Even at a
So what, are
young
you
So
saying
age,
you
the
yeah,
don't love me?
psychoplatypus, the internet pimp.
I was a 12-year-old internet pimp. Yeah. Now I've just got the internet herpes, so I don't play that anymore. Yeah, that was a sad story, but true. I don't really say that very often. I shouldn't. I should have kept that to myself forever.
Take that one to your grave and pass it on to your kids as you're dying.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Internet pimping when you're 12 years old. Because I don't know if you guys. I used to like to do the AOL hacks and stuff. So I had these things that would send out the macros of like flowers and poetry and shit. So I do that shit in chat rooms all the time. Oh my god, I didn't realize that like people took that shit seriously, because I still don't believe why people take games and internet so seriously. It's like, honestly, people, just freaking crazy.
Just have fun with it. Goddamn, what's wrong with y'all?
It's like I'm not getting married here over AOL.
We done got that there hitched on that there AOL thingy. It's like them people that get married and like WoW, and they're like all serious about it and shit. It's like, really?
Oh god, yeah.
It's a game. Come on, take a chill pill.
Exactly. Marriage is a
Sorry,
game.
guys. I just got the funniest comment I've ever seen on one of my videos.
Sure, share.
Go for it.
Just interrupt us, whatever.
It's on my troll in the MAV Rider one. This dude's like, oh, funny how you guys call the MAV useless, yet you were an entire squad not playing. You probably lost the game for your team there. It's easier to win without one player than it is to win without four. Think next time, jackass. It's like, dude, I have a fucking world record for Rush. Get on my level.
Nice.
I had some guy the other day who's like, oh man, I prefer the Mav over the Tugs because the Mavs has a greater range and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, seriously, if you stop and think about it, while you're flying your little remote control toy, I'm in the middle of the combat zone owning noobs.
Exactly.
So get on my level, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing like in Call of Duty. People who get the fucking little spy. What is it called? It's a support package one, the helicopter.
It's the one they stole from Homefront.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That little guy. You got like that dude, and you got the other dude calling in a Pred missile. Like half your team's like laying down behind a box or a dumpster, and you're just getting totally effed in the A. Yeah. So speaking of Call of Duty, I took it out the other day, threw it across the room, and I put a nice hairline fracture in my disc.
Awesome.
So
hey, if you
God.
want it shot this summer, go ahead and send the disc to me, dude, with the box. I'll go ahead and shoot that shit too.
yeah, shoot the fucking I can't hardly play that anymore. So I'm an FPSer. I'm not good. I'm still not a. What do you guys play? That what's that other game that's not as good as Call of Duty?
Gotham City
Battlefield.
Imposter.
That's right. See, no one got it. Yeah, Battlefield. So I'm not a big Battlefielder, so I'm not into that. But Call of Duty just sucks, man. I mean, even Black Ops. I've gone back to playing it for a while, and it's boring too. Gotham City Imposters was cool for about, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and then I got tired of the same maps over and over again. So I just went out and bought some new games, man. Got not even new games, old new games that I haven't played yet, so that I can be even more bored.
I hear ya. After playing Dragon Age for about like the 5th or 7th time in a row, it's like one of those like I can't stand the opening anymore because I've played it so much. Like I've logged over like 300 hours on Dragon Age alone. So it's like I'm going through it, doing my walkthrough, and I'm like, oh god, I need to get through this part. This part sucks.
You might need a hobby.
I played a lot of Dragon Age.
Exactly. Dragon Age, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I played it for like 3 hours. I finally made it to a city, and then they're like, "Oh, go talk to everybody in the city now." And I'm like, "I'm gonna shoot myself."
Gonna learn to suck
I love Dragon Age. I've logged like 300 hours on one and then 300 on the other one on two. So I like Dragon Age a lot. It's just that after you have like I kind of have to stop playing it for like a year or so and then get back into it and be like, oh, now I remember why I love this game so much. Because like if you just keep playing it, it just gets old very fast.
That's how I feel about Fallout. I love Fallout. Fallout's probably my favorite game of all time. Fallout 3. I've countless hours of my life that if I'd have spent doing that, doing something constructive like get an education, I'd have like a double master's degree. But no, I chose to play Fallout for like 9 million hours. So yeah, I know where you're coming from on that. But you sit down to it after a while, and you're just like, oh, I have to do this whole thing again. It's like I know everything in this, and I have to do it all over again. Because, like, unfortunately, my PlayStation died. My old PS died, which had all my saves on it. So now any game I plug into the new PlayStation I got has no saves on it. So I have to start every game all over again. So it's pretty harsh. Yeah. Which I mean,
I think
especially when you got them like maxed out, like those type of games like Dragon Age, Fallout, Borderlands were all maxed out, and I just got to start them all over again.
See, I
yeah.
kind of have that same problem with the Ace Combat series because that is possibly my favorite series ever was Ace Combat until Horizons, and I know everything that's going to happen. And even like when I play like Zero, the Balkan Wars, it's you have to choose how you're going to play to choose what level you end up on to play through the different aces and all that. But it's like I still end up playing the same way regardless of where I've been. So it's one of those catch-22s almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I do that with
it's
Dragon
like
Age also. Like if I'm going through, I notice that like I'll be like, oh well, I kind of want to be more like on the evil side, but I'll still end up playing the same way that I always do, where I walk that fine line between good and bad. And it's like, oh fuck, I wanted to do like this. I wanted to be evil or I wanted to be good this time, and it's like I kind of revert back to my how I normally would play the game, I guess.
Yeah, it's all
Yep.
about your play style, and it's hard to break that habit. A good example of that for me is Skyrim. Like I played Skyrim through once as kind of like a beast player, like a muscle player. And the second time I tried to play it through as like a mage, but like I got so tired of getting my ass handed to me because I would run out of magic that I turned my player back into a beast. So I'm like able to hit everything, bow and arrow again. It's like basically not. I gave up on using magic, so I'm like playing the same game now with just a different character, but I played it the same way as I
Dude,
did the first time.
Yeah, you end up
yep,
falling into
I'm
that.
always a rogue.
You always fall into that same routine regardless of the game because it always goes off how you are as a person, not
Yeah,
anything
I'm
else.
trying to break that because I always play like the big tanks, and I'm trying to get into playing more sort of roguey type things.
Well, like when I played MMOs and all that, I always played as like a ranger. That was always the class I always chose, and whenever I would go to like anything else, it would always just piss me off, and I'd go back to my normal set. So
Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm always a rogue no matter like what, like all my Dragon Ages, all the MMOs that I've played, everything it's always like towards the rogue. Like I'm always like I'm going to sneak up. I may be like different types of rogues, like I might just go like all speech and like talk my way out of shit and pickpocket, or I'm just going to be like this badass rogue that just goes around and just disappears and then sneaks up behind you and stabs you in the back like an assassin. But I'm always some sort of rogue of some sort. So
and I think like the big thing is the way you play through games really does describe a lot about the type of person you are.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Well, I mean, like even if you go into
Mm.
Call of Duty, like the rushers, it means that you like to be really upfront in people's faces in life. You want to be up there in the action. You want to know what's going on. But if you play a camper, you're more reserved, chill back, want to hide out of people's sights, and it even translates into MMOs. If you're the tank kind of guy. You're, I can take all the punishment from everybody. Whereas if, like, say you're a rogue or whatever, you kind of want to just do the sneaky shit and try to get past people without them even noticing you're there.
I
Yeah,
can
so
agree with that one.
it's all based on your personality type. So I don't know, man. It's all the same game. Let's just play it over and over again. That's all we do, and just different types and different, screens.
Gamers are
modeling.
grinders like no other, and we refuse to admit it
Yeah.
a lot.
No doubt. No doubt. We really need to get lives. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Eventually.
All right, let's go on favorite games. So I'm taking the Dragon Age as your favorite, eh?
No. Well, it's a mix between Dragon Age and Assassin's Creed. Like, I could sit down and
Oh,
just play Assassin's Creed 1 for hours upon hours.
uh,
But I also like I've got 300 hours on Dragon Age alone, so well 600 in both games. But
wow.
I know, isn't it sad?
It is
Planning work.
I think I played like every single class on Dragon Age, but it's hard to say because
Yeah.
I have tattoos of both Dragon Age and Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed
So
was first though.
mm, I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan. I know. Sorry. I just got bored
It's okay.
jumping
Like
off roof types and shit.
Yeah, it's like one of those games where you kind of have to, you have to be like the right. You got to be into those games, and those are kind of like my favorites because I love Prince of Persia also. So.
I
I used to
enjoyed
like
Prince of Persia, but up until I think after Sands of Time, I really did not enjoy the series. So.
Yeah, me neither. I lost it after that. It got repetitive, and they tried to change the character base too much, and I don't know. It just lost its interest to me. But I agreed. Like those type of games are the same. They're like the Spider-Man type games. Let's see. Well, there's a couple other games that are similar to Assassin's Creed. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But Jez, what about you? What's your favorite? Morrowind?
Oh my god, I don't want to. I might be talking for like half an hour now.
Oh
Metal
my
Gear Solid is
God.
absolutely like my all-time favorite series.
Yeah, so I saw your unwrapping video on that.
Yeah.
How'd that go? Have you played it?
Yeah, and it's incredible.
Are you going to do
Uh,
that as a series? That'd be cool. See the new
I'm
HD stuff.
yeah, I'm probably going to, but for the meantime, I'm just playing it to enjoy it. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of games growing up that have just really made an impact on me. Resident Evil is another one.
Oh, yeah, definitely Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I could
entire
never
series.
play those games.
I liked
Really?
Resident Evil.
Yeah, I like whenever I play them, like I always get so scared that I'm gonna die that I can't play them. Like I can watch someone else play them, but if I actually play them, I'll like freak out too much and be like, "No, I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die."
I'm like
Like when I
that
was
with
little, like
I'm like that with Silent Hill and the Siren games,
Oh,
but
dude, I hate Silent Hill and the damn siren. Urgh! As soon as I hear the siren, I freak out, wet my bed, and fucking cry. I'm like, no, I hear the siren. They're coming.
Honestly, I love the action horror genre of gaming. That is absolutely a great game.
like Doom 3.
Any of like the action horror games are really phenomenal. Any game that can make you want to get up, and if you're in a dark room, you automatically run over, turn on every freaking light in the house, and like hope to God there's someone else in the house, so that if you scream, they can come and go, "What the hell's going on with you?" And you can be like, "The game's freaking me the hell out, man."
That was Dead
I
Space
had
for
that
me.
happen to me.
Honestly,
Well,
that genre of
I-
game is perfect. I mean,
Dead
obviously,
Space.
Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein rate pretty highly on my lists.
I don't know. I was never like worried when I played those games. I don't know. I felt more of a control bait.
Oh
Nowadays,
no,
games.
not in terms of like being scared, but in terms of just like all-time favorite games I can keep going back to time and time again.
Okay.
Those
Fair enough.
definitely way up there. And that's pretty evident considering my wrists are tattooed.
yeah, Mr. Quake over there.
And Deus Ex.
Yeah.
The
Quake
first
and bake.
Deus Ex is just like that was the first time for me where a shooter was no longer about just running around twitching, firing at everything. I actually had to think before pulling the trigger, and yeah, it's such a great game.
I thought about buying the new Deus Ex. I saw it as well in the store, but I just didn't know that much about it, so I didn't know if it would have been fun or lame or.
Oh no, you can jump into Deus Ex 3 without playing the previous ones, but
okay, because that was what I was worried about.
Honestly,
no, you definitely have like a deep appreciation for it, but it's kind of a standalone title.
if you're gonna jump into Deus Ex 3, don't ever worry about playing Deus Ex 2 because that was complete crap. But
I actually enjoyed Deus Ex 2.
I hated that game. Compared to the first one, Deus Ex 2 was like someone pissed on your grandmother's grave to me. It was like, what is wrong with this game?
That's like the latest Metal Gear for me on the PlayStation 3. Was it Metal Gear 4? I don't know. I thought that was a crap to the series. It just
I loved it. Absolutely.
It didn't feel the same as the other ones to me. I don't know. Maybe it was just it was like a try hard version of it to me.
Well, it's definitely more actiony, and you could just like you can still sneak, but most of the time you're just going to be rolling around with a silenced M4, like killing everyone in sight.
I think the
that was more about the sneaking.
Really good Metal Gear for me was Sons of Liberty. I think that was the last
one I
really enjoyed.
As much as I love Metal Gear Solid 3, just Sons of Liberty's just always just got some sort of, as gay as it sounds, just a special place in my heart.
There is something about Sons of Liberty that, no matter how many times I like go, I don't want to play anything on my PlayStation 2, I will always go back to Sons of Liberty because that holds that one spot where it's like still being stealthy, like the Deus Ex stealth, but it's got the action of like a modern FPS to it still.
Yeah, it's a really good balance.
And I think
it's so chill as well. Just playing through the tanker like late at night when you're just kind of tired and you just want to chill out. It's just the atmosphere is just great. I love it.
And the ending was awesome to it. I love the ending.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I'd go back and reload the save right before the ending just to play through it so I can get the ending again. So I really enjoyed that one. I don't know.
I think the best part of them. Oh, sorry. It's just
everybody talk at once.
Everyone talk right now. Go.
Just very quickly, the best part of MGS4 for me was going back to Shadow Moses and seeing like all the the tank hangar and everything. Just going back to that, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved that. Okay, I'm done.
It's about time. Jesus, talking about these shitty games for so long. We're tired of hearing it. God, Jez. Anybody got any channel updates that we want to go over? I mean,
we've had some messages, so we should get some submissions soon. Fingers crossed, because we haven't had a whole lot. We've only had Shadow Serpent, so we should start to see
Shadow.
Yeah,
I think I nominate Shadow as our next week's guest. Right now, what do you guys think?
As long as he can actually show up for it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, bro. Carnage just kind of, I don't know. He's like, he needs to jump on board or not. He said he wants to be on board, and then he jumps off. He just tweeted David Vonderhart 2 minutes ago. So
exactly.
I tweeted him to say, hey, yo, podcast, what's up, bro? Probably won't hear anything from him, though.
Obviously not.
I don't know.
So, Shadow, if you watch this, PM us and see if you want to be on next week's show. All right, let's see. I've got an update. We kind of talked about this a little bit before the podcast, but I finally bought a new laptop. Yay, go me!
Yay!
And yay! So it's hopefully I'll be able to get back into the whole making a commentary scene on my channel a lot more prevalent, and I can start doing the walkthrough playthroughs for Alkaline, and so I can just be more of a presence because my laptop's a beast. It's gonna be a beast. That's right. That's right, people.
Well, if we're going down that route, if we're going down that route, I should have my PC back up and running by next weekend, so I'll be able to steal some more of Dark Wolf's kills.
Yeah.
All right.
Once he gets Bad Company too, because I don't know if anyone else see this. I retweeted it earlier, but the Battlefield 3 patch that everyone was being told that was coming in February is actually not coming down in February. It's looking as it's going to be March. So,
oh shit!
Don't for me as a Battlefield player. Don't look for any Battlefield 3 gameplays coming from me. It's going to be strictly Bad Company 2 until we get that patch. So.
Why? What's wrong with it? What did it need to be patched?
There is a lot of problems that need to be patched with Mav Riders and the USAS frag rounds, where the USAS frag rounds can basically, one clip can eliminate an entire enemy squad faster than anything else. So.
Wow. So they're doing some updates to those things.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that stuff. They're dropping it down.
Well, actually, the USAS frags hasn't been confirmed. That's only in talks. They haven't actually confirmed that they're patching that. Everything like MAV riding, they're patching that, but they still haven't 100% confirmed or denied that the USAS frags is getting resolved.
Actually, Alan, the community manager for Battlefield, has said that they are tweaking the frag round speed for the USAS 12. They are dropping it down.
And I stand corrected.
That's right.
So.
Well, let's see. Robert Trolling, he said he's going to patch the FM9s and make them a one-shot kill. That's coming down for Call of Duty folks, in case you guys were aware.
Well, that way more people run the FM9s because they're
exactly. There's not enough people running them. He saw
I just
that there
never
was a
see the FMG9s. No one ever runs them. I don't get why.
I'm like, come on, folks. These are good guns. You should try them out. No. Everybody wants to run, a shotgun or sniper rifle. Just give the FM9s a shot.
Someone should make a video about this. The public needs to know.
They really do.
No doubt. everyone uses handguns as their secondary. I'm like, God, man, you all using the 50, the Deagle. Just think about the FM9s. Give them a shot. They're gonna make them a one-shot kill coming up. So don't even worry about it.
Exactly. Come on, try it out. Get on board the rest of the gaming community. What's wrong with you?
Dude, is there such thing as a gaming community anymore? I don't think so. I think there's a bunch of gaming followers, and trolls.
Maybe on PC, not on console.
Honestly,
we're all a bunch of dicks on console.
I did the commentary earlier talking on Battlefield Bad Company 2, where in the Battlefield community on PC, it seems like there are two distinct communities. The PC group, where there is at least a code of honor between what's going on with everybody, and if you go to console, there is no code of honor. None at all. People will use every cheap tactic to be, to get that better edge so they have a higher KD at the end of the game. So...
Yep.
Well, I think that's mainly because a lot of the teenagers, you do a lot of the console. That's probably why.
Well, hold on. Let's ask this question. As a female, would you lay a guy that has like a 4K DR?
That's what everyone wants to know.
I'm sorry, you lost me there.
Okay,
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Let me set it up for you. So you're chilling in the club or whatever. A guy comes up and he says, "Hey, what's up, baby? My KD's 4.0. How you doing?" That's exactly the response. That blank was exactly what every woman's gonna do. That was it. You did right. Thank you.
There is no one in this country that gives a flying fuck about your KDR. If you PTFO 100%, people are going to look better upon you if you go negative and you flipping, whether it's you capped, 9 flags during Call of Duty domination, or if you armed like 4 or 5 objectives in Battlefield Rush, they're going to look better upon you than your freaking I went 19-0 freaking KDR.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hell, me and
KDR kill death ratio.
Yeah. Well, me and Dark on one match got MVP. We didn't kill a single person. All we did was run around capturing flags.
Yeah, honestly, in the community, everyone focuses on KDR, and KDR means nothing. It will get you nowhere. If you PTFO, you're going to gain rank a hell of a lot faster, and that's a lot of people
we should clarify that PTFO means play the fucking objective.
Exactly, yes. I mean, if you're looking at like, I want to hold rank over people, then PTFO, because you will gain rank so much faster anywhere doing that, rather than sitting in your corner cowering and hoping to God that Billy Bob running by doesn't see you.
That's what I'm doing. I'm actually starting a new series when my new laptop gets here. I'm starting the Road to Gold series, because I never got gold guns in Black Ops, so I'm going to use the dirtiest, cheapest tactics possible to get up the next 3 prestiges. I need 3 more, and then
you realize it'll
make
you go slower if you play like that.
I understand there'll probably be 300 episodes because I'll be sitting in a corner every time, but so yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the corner, get my Bush Wookiee suit on and my silencer, and we're just gonna chill out and see if I can't make that road to gold happen.
Oh, by the way, Call of Duty community, you're welcome for the term Bush Wookiee.
Yeah, what the fuck is with that? They're all calling everyone Bush Wookiees now.
That is a Battlefield term that all of a sudden caught on to Call of Duty, and it makes me laugh so hard. It's like, you don't even know where that term came from.
There are no Bush Wookiees in Call of Duty. There's no bushes.
The last time there was a no-shit Bush Wookiee in Call of Duty was COD 4, and that was only on certain maps.
Yeah, it's very certain. Overgrown, favorite map.
I love Overgrown. Apart from the YY trick scopers, which if you sat with an Uzi or the freaking MP5 and just sat across the map, you could take them out. It was awesome.
Exactly, crackly. Well, guys, any other issues you guys want to cover? Anything else going on? Any other business we need to attend to, or you guys want to wrap this up for this week?
I should probably mention the Battlefield co-op is on hold because every time I try and get the files off Cameron, something screws up. The connection either drops or his computer just decides to have a hissy fit. So that's on hold indefinitely until his computer just stops being a bitch, basically.
Yeah, we got
That's
to
pretty
get
much it.
C4 on here too. We owe him another podcast. So again, I apologize for last week. So he'll be on, I'm sure, soon. Next week, if Shadow wants to take this up on it, we'll have Shadow on. And if anybody else wants to be part of the podcast, PM us. So with that, guys, I guess, except for Mellum, we don't want her here anymore. So.
Oh,
No,
wow.
of course. Don't want a girl's input anymore. I see how it is. It's okay. I'll just back out gracefully.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, we'll do some more kitchen jokes with Mellum next week.
Oh,
So anyway.
wow.
All right, everybody.
You know what?
Thanks for
Bring
joining.
him on, bitch. Bring him on.
Yeah, next week. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Peace.
Later.
All right, cool, folks.